Hi guys, it's Mr. Shmables, and last time we learned how to set up our own fisherman's knot. Well, today we're going to learn how to set up my favorite fish to catch, a catfish rig. Again, the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to take a piece of tape and put it over the hook. That way we don't get ourselves poked and we don't poke anyone else. This is the exact same knot that we tied last time. All you're going to do is just tie a little knot at the end of it to make a loop like that. So we're going to set this aside for a second. We'll set him right on top of Charmander. Then with our pole, we're going to pull out about 3 feet of line or 1 yard. We're going to go back to our hook and we are going to put it right about 2 feet deep. 1 foot. There we go. So we're going to tie back to our fisherman's knot. We're going to loop through just like that. Bring another loop through there. A little bit harder to do with the long string. Now we're going to twist. 1, 2, and 3. See that little loop right there? We're going to take our long piece of string and go right through it one more time. Fun fact while we're doing this, catfish are essentially bottom feeders. So when we put the sinker on and we put our weights on there, or our weight on there, it's going to allow it to sink to the very, very bottom of wherever we cast. And then that is where the catfish will use their whiskers to smell the bait because their eyes are really small and they don't see very well. So we got that set up. It's a little bit shorter than 2 feet. I think it's probably closer to 1.5 feet or 1 foot and 6 inches. Now we're going to take our weight. The bigger the fish you're trying to catch, you need a bigger weight and a bigger hook. If you're using a small hook, it won't hook inside the fish's mouth. So with this big weight, it will allow it to sink to the bottom faster and will allow the current to not take it. So we have a little hole right there. We're going to take our line. We're going to go right, maybe. There we go. We're going to go right through. I use my finger and my thumb to hold the string so that way it doesn't kind of get all tangled up and move on me. We're going to go back to our fisherman's knot. We're going to loop, maybe. There we go. We're going to loop through once. If this thing will quit being difficult, we're going to loop through. In order to catch the biggest catfish, most people go fishing at any time between 12 a.m. or midnight to 6 a.m. in the morning. That is supposed to be the best time to catch a catfish because they are nocturnal feeders, which means that they feed at nighttime. Now we're going to pull our string tight to end up our fishing knot. And here's one of the most important parts on tying a catfish rig. Since they are bottom feeders, this sets on the ground, but we don't want them to swim past it and get that fuzzy feeling of the line touching their whiskers because then they'll kind of run off. So we're going to take fingernail clippers and we're going to clip it off. Make sure this doesn't get the floor because then our moms will be really mad at us. And we're going to set it on top to throw away for later. This side shouldn't have anything on it. And this is what it will look like in the water. Just like that. It'll be a little bit above the ground because catfish swim on the ground, so we want it to be about eye level with them. Our bait will be on the hook right here. Our sinker will be on the bottom, so it'll be right about there. And that is all for today, guys. Thank you.